as a fellow Jimo. Welcome to our first Sunday because we had this is the first Sunday we are having, right? As our market update in 2025. All right. And even though we have an idea of what we're looking at. So we'll start from the market generally. And as our culture demand, we first of all look at the strength of DXY. Good thing. I remember many of you, we remember that I have a target of 109 for DXY. And finally, now one of the lovely things about this market is the fact that just set your eye to where you know you are going to. Yes, not that it's a guarantee that it will happen the way you expect it, but if you have an idea of where you are going, then you may not dissipate your energy unnecessarily. And that's one of the things. So we talk about roadmap. All right. So now the question we're asking ourselves right now is that the 2025, the DXY, that is the dollar, US dollar index, as it were, have given a very nice return, like we said last year. I'm sure many of us will be looking, if you're following us, as at August, September, where we're at the bottom. And I told us that this is my own return, and any return on this was what was giving me very much confidence to just short Euro USD without looking back, even GDP USD. Now, a very simple one. You're welcome if you are new to our ecosystem or our market update or business opportunity. This is how we do every Sunday. And now, so this is the strength of the market. Call it financial market as it were. Now, even though you can see how the market actually moves, even though we have a goal of meeting up to 1.9 as my peak, and I say once this is broken, I have the other side about 1.112 region that I've marked before time that we could get to, or 1.13 as it were. So that is to say, we're expecting tentatively a return from this 109, probably break, fake out, and then start going as the new year we entered. Now, just like the warning I gave to many of us who were trading financial market, like the Forex instrument, and I said, hey, if you're trading Forex instrument, the first thing you must be careful about is the end of the year, talking about November, December, and even January and to February. It's usually a holiday and a kind of reconciliation period of account detail and then commission distributions and all the like. And so you are going to have more volatile situation. And now this warning probably go to those people who are using that maybe robotic in Forex. And so this was the season that quite nice. We ended 2024 well because of hypes in the market, like in the US economy and all of that. So now we have come to this point. What will going to happen? If we have a break, then that means we still continue to have a downward trend for some of those US peers. Now, this message first got to the people who are trading Forex. And at the point, I told a lot of friends, I say, if you're trading Forex as financial instrument, as at the time this thing was happening, I said, rather than looking at taking profit at a long span, it better you just reduce your expectation to lead you kind of journey, and then you can achieve it. So now, so with the look of things, we are going to look at the market open by 11 p.m. tonight, Nigerian local time. And so that will be able to look at what's going to happen for this guy. But of course, this is my expectation, a fake out and return back to the range. And then we'll begin to battle to crash down over the month. And that was going to give us now, those of us who are trading Forex, so you could see if you have been following us and you are adhering to simple instruction, we had a double top for Euro USD. And even before the neckline, I already short. I short from here, all right? And I took profit and I say, I'm shorting again. Maybe sometimes people don't even look at it that it's not a guarantee. Most time people we call it higher probability. All right. So it's a probability, but we go with a higher one. All right. And that's why we said don't take a trade that does not have good chances of going to where you actually predicted it to go. Of course, for the fact that I expect that market to continue to crash down, does not mean that the market was not going to be pulling back. And so if we have a break and then retest of the DXY, that means the Euro USD, we have a return from here. Outside that, then look at the next crash, right? That means we are going to go to 0. That's going to be very massive for Euro USD as well. Okay, so that if that's been said, that make us whatever happened to Euro USD, it actually rub on GBP USD. Those of you who are trading Forex, so it actually rub on GBP USD. However, their journey may be slower than one. You can see how even while the Euro USD have a double top, this guy still pull with and want to actually move, continue to, but unfortunately, the strength and the narrative actually change and the market continues to go down. So if I were you, I would be turning my permutation now, even if you have not traded Forex before. The first encouragement I give to people, you are trading Forex, you are trading crypto, whatever, always have long-term perspective. You take the one that have long-term perspective to maximize even short-term. Okay, so that's for, US Forex instrument and other ones. I wouldn't have time to do so much analysis. Now let's go to gold, as it were. Gold did fantastic, but you can see that it's getting bought gradually, and we have a lot of, however, it's still bullish, right? But you need to understand that at a point, we had a lot of stopover, all right, for gold, and then it did well anyway, but up to now was unable to break the previous high. And so if dollar continue, the DXY continue to gain strength and didn't fake out, then you will expect within this, before the half of this month, you should be having gold to now going down as much as possible. For me, and as situation unveil it, is how I ride the market. Okay, so what are we looking at in gold this week? I've told us whatever happened to TXY, gold can situationally move sideways just like what Bitcoin is doing right now and eventually crash. Or if we have a fake out of DXY, then sideways and then continue uptrend. Now, in the same way, gold, if you are trading it, you have to limit your exposure to how you take your profit. Okay. So you don't allow your profit taking to be too far, and so that you can maximize the season. Okay, because it could be looking at choppy and all of that. So most of us in plan B, this is where our interest is. Now, listen, now crypto. I told us long time as at when market, that was November, and I said, we continue to have a sideways move. My first target on Bitcoin was 79K, next was 99K, and third is $110, $110,000. So which means almost hit my target and then came down. So I said anything above 99,000 is a kind of bonus for me. That's the truth, all right, technically speaking. Okay, so even if Bitcoin refused to break this region now we are having and crash down and now continue to now have a bear market, as it were, well, it's not going to be a surprise for me. And that's going to give us a very nice head and shoulder kind of a pattern. And then we'll break the neckline, then we'll continue to crash down. And so chances are there that I've told us that $73,000 and all of that. And so we struggle. And that's how people will be saying, oh, the market, don't worry. At the time they swear in Donald Trump and all of that, the market will recover. You just seen dollar gaining strength, even though the hype is still there, because the hype that pumped Bitcoin to those hundred and something $1,000, all right? So, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Bitcoin had actually gotten a very nice support, and now, but we're in a very critical point now. But not that Bitcoin will not be able to break this region we are now. So this is a very critical point for Bitcoin, right? So we needed to bounce off here. And even if we bounce off here, so chances are there that we get restricted again up here up to 104,000, 101, 104,000, and then we rock down. But rocking down here and get suspended here will give us a nice thing. And then if we're able to break that, then we'll continue to have just like this sideways move we have here. Now, why you need to pay attention to Bitcoin? It's not that because you want to make so much money on Bitcoin. For me, if you are coming into crypto newly now, there's no amount of money you can make in Bitcoin. Because how much do you have in the first place to invest in Bitcoin? Now, the only thing is that Bitcoin continues to be a watchdog for us, okay? Continue to be a watchdog for us so that you know how to behave in the market. And of course, you know that altcoin generally had not had their season all this while. The only difference now we have in this cycle is that the market will not run their bull at the same time. So this one will shine is shine, another one will shine is shine. So that's what we need to understand so that you don't get twisted. A lot of people say, oh, Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is going to altcoin, we have so many altcoins that have run and bull very well. So, but because we've not have this kind of massive, catapulting kind of movement for altcoins, and that's why a lot of people. So, but we are still bullish anyway, all right? We are still bullish as much as possible. We got a nice support for Bitcoin, like I said, that will continue to go sideways. So if we get rejected again, we'd return back to 93, 96, $94,000 and continue to do that. And this is where some of us who are using robotic trading bots, like you trading bots or tree commerce and all the like, we're enjoying the season. It doesn't really matter. Grid bot will deal with the market for me. And that's one of the things I love us to understand. So, but there is something you must understand right now. So if Bitcoin is doing this, then there is no point for me to trade Bitcoin, but I need to use Bitcoin as a watchdog. Now, if there's any coin that I still expect to do very big and massive pump over time, which it has been struggling and doing well anyway, is Avas. Now, because I know I've talked about Avas for a very long time. And so at the same time, I was talking of Solana in the price of $12, $11, $15. So I was talking about Avas. I think Avas was at the point $10 and all of that. Few people bought anyway. And then we got it back to about 65 or 70 something dollars. I don't know, that's $65. And now we crack down and all the like. So if Bitcoin is unable to make this correct move and we're going to have aggressive dump, then that means that means Avas is going to dump maybe to as low as $19. What we have this, you could see what Avas is doing. I have both running on Avas steady, very consistently, and both on spot and on futures. And so you could see that Avas as it were, okay, Avas as it were, as long as Bitcoin will hit maybe from now till Wednesday to hit 99, 102, $103,000, then Avas can return back up to it 50 something thousand, 50 something dollars region that it was before, which can do average of about 20 to 25% move. And so for those of us who have patience and to hold and buy some tokens, then Avas is not a bad deal for you. I've been recommending SWI for a very long time. And those of you who have been following us in the crypto market, and if you have been following and you have been buying SWI, when I've been talking of SWI, I started talking about SWI that giving much more attention to SWI at 50 cents, okay? Yeah, something like that at 50 cents. And so it looks still very, it looks like overbought, but my target on SUI, if all things being equal, probably get to market Bitcoin to get it all-time high, maybe 110 or above that, as some people are projecting 150, 200,000. Then SUI can get up to minimum of $10 to $15. So, but the point is that if I want to buy SUI now, if it's going to go to $10, that's just 100%. So if you're going to go to $15, that's just about 200%. Is that what I'm looking for? But safety. So if I want to buy into coins that I don't want to be under pressure eventually and all of that. Avas, SWI, Uni token are some of those tokens probably you want to get and just hold on to it for a time being. And of course, many of you saw where we posted something about DEEP. We bought DEEP less than I bought DEEP at 1 cent 15 penny, and at that time I start talking much about DEEP at the price of yeah 2 cents and 2 cents, 5 penny, later to 3 cents and all of that. So now you were seeing it at 17 cents. Yeah, retracement is bound to happen. But of course, dip can do $1. Okay, so if dip is going to do $1 and you're having it less than 20 cents down, that means you have chance of doing about 4x on dip. Okay, so you have chance of doing 4x on dip before the whole time max out, as it were. Okay, now, so these are some of those things. Like chain link is another powerful guy. So, but it's getting weakened day by day. So it's little looking like fragile. So if it's unable to make it how it ought to be, then you can have chain link to return back to about 14, even 13 or $9, eventually. Now, so this thing is not to scare us, but it's to prepare you. Sometime maybe you having a long position. There was one of my long position I was having on chain link that time. So when it got to $29, I have to close and re-enter back again as all of that. So assuming I'm still holding that now, I will be in negative, something that I've done about how many percent? Something about, was it 1,000%? I've forgotten, about 700% or something like that. Okay, or more than that, about 1,000%, something like that. Okay, now, so Solana too, yes, there are so many coins that are coming to like override Solana shining. Example of it is the Sui coin and so many other tokens like Supra. Okay, like Supra, we ought to buy Supra. So when one of our community people have to draw my attention to Supra long time, but as I think I also congested Supra. Okay, yeah. So do a lot of platform and project will make noise that we're going to do this, but that doesn't mean it's a guarantee that they are going to do that. So okay, we even bought it expensive, and I still told people that they can still buy it. Oh, we're running one kind of airdrop on it. So maybe you are new. Why not look for money? Not a financial advice anyway. And get some surprise available on Bybit and MXC and all the like. Stuff like that. There was a token I was to give or to. What's this token name? Oh, oh my word. Okay, so let me just quickly check. Sorry, just a moment. Let's go there. Okay, this token is called, right? It has actually pumped crazily because some guys were talking so much about it. Wow, amazing. Wow, man. Wow. This token called Destra. Well, I think I bought this token at about 10 cents, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's available on MSC. Okay, there's so many hype. Some of those tokens you should buy now according to have some narrative and all the like that you probably can take advantage of. So you want to look at it to say, okay, let me buy some of those tokens. Okay, now, so let me just bring out something very fast. All right, so the next narrative right now is about cryptocurrency meme coin on Coinbase. Why do I have to say that? Look at it quickly. So morning run, I was telling people about inflow and outflow of money that's running right now in the crypto. Most money in the meme currency have run into base protocol. So there are three major tokens that you want to be running around now. Tokens that are on base, tokens that are on Solana, and tokens that are on Sui. Okay. So you probably want to look at tokens around this type of protocol because the hypes people are creating, see these tokens, Sui. Yeah, maybe if you can have time to follow it after another pullback for you to buy, because certainly this look like AI XBT of base protocol on virtual protocol on base network. And so this one is like the AIXBT of SUI ecosystem. So it's still about 6 cents. And so maybe when they pull back. Now, let me tell you guys, when you are asked to buy some coins and you probably look at it that it's like it has gone too far, the best you do is to wait for a pullback. Or I normally do this. Now, I'm very sure many of you say, wow, where we they? Why don't we get this thing from January 2nd or 1st? Now, that will have done about 1,000%. Now, no problem. You are not there. You are not there. There is nothing you can do. Perhaps you are praying and say, let it crash down. The way we are praying for it to crash down is the same way another person is praying for it to go up. So the best you can do for yourself is to, okay, this coin is 6 cents. Now, yes, it look overpumped because that's done 1,000%, but not even from the beginning. Because if you go back to the beginning of the beginning, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, this is a very wonderful token. How can a coin came and it crashed and now eventually from the floor again start all over? So if you're looking at it now, from 1st of December to go back to the all-time high, you're looking at 4,000%. Now listen, this is not a big percentage to be done, right? This is not too big to be done. Now, but it's the fragile nature of it is this, okay? The culture I give to people is that if I'm buying this type of token and I'm joining now, so if I have intention of using $100 to buy it or $500 to buy it, I will DCA. That is dollar cost average. How do you DCA? Now I have $500, $1,000 to buy this coin. I will use half, 50%, which is $500 to buy at the prevailing price. And now I have two sides. I have two things to make as a choice or decision. When the markets corrects back, I will load another 50% of my 500. And another leg down, I will load the remaining one. And I watch what happened. Then if it's upward, then if it breaks some basic region, haven't bought some, broke some basic region, I will add another 50%. Now, this is what I do. Remember, these are narrative token. They are not utility token that you can say, oh, this is Bitcoin. No, these are seasonal coins that you leverage on the hype around it. And for that, you have to be very smart and sensitive so that you don't carry the bag. Okay? So for that, you say, okay, right now the price I will buy because I'm sure when it was here, some people were shouting 56, and then you have a retrace back to 46 million. Now the question is this: if this coin is about still less than 100 million, the truth of the matter, the moment it gets to 100 million, chances for you to go to 200, 300, and now doing 500, half a billion is not going to be difficult. So you now look at yourself and say, okay, if I'm buying at this price now, let's say here, and when it will reach to about 100 million, so that you have done about 60%. Now, you probably look late, right? But that's not the problem. So if you get to 60% and get to 100 million, the hype around that 100 million will determine if I'm going to be holding or sell part of my. So, but my culture is simple. My culture is simple when, okay, sorry. I think I was moving on this. I'm sure most of you will not see my screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is the token I was just showing us that this is SUAI token. It can be purchased. It can be purchased there on, okay, if let's look at the CoinGecko because some of you are not used to, just a moment.
SUAI.
SUAI. That's Sue. Just a moment. Okay, so now I bought it and I did to people in private mentorship when it was 20 something million cap or something. And of course, I'm sure some of them should have done minimum of about maybe 50 or 70%. Very possible. Now, what I'm saying is this. Look at the token, right? It looks like a dump. December 14. Look at this. It's like a first move and dump, another move and dump. But you can see that those movements were very fake. Now, there was a time I give a narrative of SUI, and that was why I had SUI right from when I bought it at less than 50 cents. And when some who bought at $1 or $2, I told them, don't sell it, just keep it. The same thing on Deep, right? The same thing on Deep. And I said, hey, you know what? Don't sell these tokens. Though the narrative were not coming as they ought to come, the narrative came briefly and ran away. Yeah, you heard me right. So the narrative came briefly, even on Deep, and ran away. Of course, the same narrative that didn't allow the shining of what was it called? Sweet to happen was what happened to Deep. But Deep was gathering a lot of liquidity eventually, even though it was running a kind of isolated journey. Yeah, so like I said, I bought this token less than I think 1 cent and some penny. And now you can see that this guy, imagine this guy, right? I've run into, so at a point of 17 million cap. Now that's the same token that's about 420 something million cap right now. Yeah, I think it was around October. It was exactly when it was launched. I bought some and I told some people, I think it's on our training. And I told them to buy and keep some, and then they can trade some. Now, even if from that October, yes, it was doing, we're not going to move, we'll move. I'm not sure it's a bad deal for somebody who have been holding a coin since October, and right now he's seated on 2,000% of his equity. So even if it's $100 or $200, 2,000% of $200 is something reasonable, right? So are we now saying this guy is done now? No. Can correction happen? Absolutely. Because if Bitcoin did not have its headway, even if it had its headway, there's a way Bitcoin is going to move now. If you move anyhow, it will affect this guy anyhow. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So if Bitcoin move anyhow, either up or down anyhow, then that means this guy can come down to still lose about 20 to 30%. So do you get it? So if I'm buying it, I will buy some and wait for the dip so that to add more. If it doesn't come down, no problem. There will always be another coin, another day, another market. That's one of the things I want to people to know. Okay. So there was a token too. Okay, there's a coin I bought long time, but I didn't even remember to tell anybody. It's called Akuma Inu. I think I've done over how many X on this guy? Now, funny enough, this token came and was rigmaroling before the hype on Coinbase, Base Protocol came out more. All right. So it was just there sluggishly. Now, before it came here, we're doing it on there was a new platform on Base that came out, and then before eventually come to Deskrina in November or something. And now the guy was doing, and that was a very nice move anyway. But what gave birth to it much, this, all the token on virtual protocols on base start doing a massive thing from January, no, sorry, from end of November and then December all through from 4th of December to 31st of December were crazy tokens moving around this. So this token look fragile anyway. So this is about 200%. It's not big. And so what did I tell you? This formula is very simple, but 336 million cap is not a joke. It's already big, right? But there's so much narrative around the token. So but it's expensive already for something cent per coin. And I think it's going to be too expensive for you. But you can take note because narrative is what pushed the price of token. Sometimes some of us will say, hey, okay, another one I have here is called Palm Coin, Palm AI. Right. So Palm AI, yeah, was on, I think the one on base, they tried to do some stuff. Maybe it didn't come here. Okay, let me give you guys this one. Um, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I have a lot of coins I will have given, but I need to recheck their activities again. Where's this guy? Okay, there's so much hype on this sluggish coin. Oh, Mikami. So there's so much hype on this sluggish coin. So it's on Ethereum. Yeah. So maybe you can find a way. There's so much hype around the coin. That is a true or is a lie. Okay. Yeah. So it's still cheap. 37, 38 million cap. All-time high at about 100 million plus. And there's always a kind of the psychology of when a meme coin had got to 100 million cap and flattened down again to maybe 10 million, right? Yeah, region, 10 million region. They always do well eventually. This is a coin that had been, that's about 2 years plus, right? Yeah, so nothing. And so the narrative was coming. So probably you must say, okay, let me just buy some of it. Let's go to CoinGecko if you can find. So it's a swap. It's a swap. CoinGecko. Okay, come on, don't waste my time. Let's go here. So you can write it down, and then the contract address is if you go to your desk screener. If I have time, I can still post it on even the general group. Okay, let me just click on the contract address right now, and I will send it to our free general group on Telegram. That's the cash flow system. If you're not there, try and be there. I'm going to post it to the group. Okay. I will post it right now there. Umikami, the contract address. Umikami CA. Okay. That's CA's contract address. Umikami CA. Okay. Uh, Sorry, I have a lot of coins I want to give to you guys. Some that are more smaller, okay? But the smaller they are, the lower their cap, the more risky they can be. But the more risky they are, the more profitable they can become, okay? But don't use it as a generalized kind of factor. If it's the more risky a thing is, the more profitable it can be. It is. It's not true. It's not generally true. So don't generalize it. All right. So Mikami, I know a guy that is like pioneering every time if you see him on YouTube. Everything he talks about is Omikami every day, every year. He has been so consistent and right talking about it and passionate. Though I did some of those, I did some review on it and with hype, with truth. Okay, so it's still on Dex. So you go to Uniswap. So I've sent the contract address on the general group so you can look at how to get some of it. Okay, yeah. So I just want to see. There's some coins I bought that have done massively high. Um, yeah, I gave cookie to some of our community, but I don't know. Let me look at it. If you can still get, but cookie DAO. Let's see. All right, cookie DAO. Come on, come on, come on. Don't waste my time. Yeah. So some tokens I call. Yeah, I most time when you call out coin, please, especially those of you who are new, please don't be discouraged. I know most time when you guys ask us for coins, funny enough, they just populate it everywhere on different protocol. Now, so most time when we call out coin, I know it's not your fault. Yeah, everyone that's talking so much, our mouths are so sharp about crypto today. We're not born with crypto, okay? We learned it at one point or the other. So if that's the case, I normally say this, that a learner will become a master, but a master will never become God. You get it? So if that is the case, don't rule out the fact that you can get better, okay? So because most time when we say buy coin and we send the contract address, somebody will come and meet me back and say, "Oh, God, I cannot see it on Binance." I don't trade on Binance, okay? I don't trade on Binance. I mean, I don't do fancy trading on centralized exchange. Not that they are bad, and that's why I love, like, my future trading. It's more of, that's why I just love my robotic trading, my you trading, my three commas. I've been using three commas for the past 7 years. So rather than wasting so much of my time, funny enough, future trading that most people used to be afraid of is a passive income for me, right? Yeah. Because so you can see this token. I think I call out this token. I bought this token at December 20 something. Yeah, so December 29 or so. Okay, I think that 29, 20, that 26 or so. So, but if you look at it right now, and it still have good potential anyway. So it has not done so much, right? So, but I think I've only done 500% from where I bought from. So you can take note of it, though 100 million cap. Now, maybe if you are fragile, those of you who understand some kind of market structure and all of that, you probably want to see that this all-time high is taking off and then it starts another range. If not, you could find the market to run down back again to 80 million cap or 75 million cap. So the same strategy, you buy some and then wait. If it's going to come down, then you do dollar cost average for it. Now, why am I giving us some of those tokens? There are so many coins I've told you about Evers. How many percentage can you still do? If Evers go to $100, you can only do 100% plus, which is big anyway, for people who are conservative investors, all right, who cannot take so much risk. Okay, so Evers, Chainlink, even Tau. Okay, if you are on private mentorship or other group, gave us Tau so many months back or last year, last or something, when it was either $150. I can't remember. But Tau, as expensive as it is about 500 and something dollar right now. I still hold it. This is the reason there are so many narrative and hype around the token. Okay. That's why I'm still holding the same coin. Okay. Now, another one I'm going to give to you is called Poly Virtual. All right, Poly. All right, Poly Trader. Yeah, these have been given to people on private mentorship. That should be over how many days now? Yeah, it should be December. Okay, so we're in January. I think it was given either December. Okay, if I can check. Uh, okay, let me check. Sorry. Okay, let's go there. Poly. There are list of them like that. Come on now. Excuse me. Let's go. Excuse me. Okay, some of them were given 31st. Some of them were given January 1st. Okay. Okay, some of them were given January 1st. Okay. Oh, Cookie was given not January. Okay, I think Cookie should be the first token I gave January. Yes, January. January 1st. Yeah, Cookie was the first coin I gave in January 1st. The first token I gave in January 1st. Oh, not this Poly. So Poly was, let me check. Sorry, let me check. Thank you. Uh, okay. All right. Poly, hey, okay. Freya. All of them, I think they were 29 of December. Poly, yeah, Pop, this KTI, WAD, Poly Virtual was on the 29. On the 29. Okay. So let's look at it. So let's even take it from here. So about 200, 300%, whoever that bought, because I gave it out on the 29, rather. So can I still buy? Yeah, why not? 39 million. So if it's 39 million and it can go to 150 million cap, then you have chances of doing over. So yeah, 29 million, 40 million to 80 is 100%, 120. So you have chances of this doing 200 to 300% on this token. So you can buy. Why not? Okay. All right. I think I need to stop here so that I won't compound so many issues for you guys. But remember, what I'm doing is not a financial advice, right? I only give for education. And now, just to enlighten people, I like people to make money. And then if you can settle down and follow instruction, I just need to pick other things. Just a moment. Sorry. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, some of those tokens, I think I need to give a little hands out that when you buy some of these tokens, remember these are narrative tokens, okay? These are narrative tokens, okay? They are not tokens. They are not tokens. Yeah, so they are not tokens you buy and just hold them like that, just like similar um to like Chainlink, all right? They are not tokens like that, right? They are tokens that mm, they are tokens that is based on narrative and hypes, right? So if there are hypes token, what do I need to do? I need to buy and be concerned with my money. So look, I see the coin I asked you to buy. It's a 3 cent coin, right? Somebody was asking, you told us to buy coin, you didn't tell us to buy it. Now listen, this is where your knowledge come to play. Now I want to beg everybody, if you are in our community, if you are in our ecosystem, number one, we have free information on our group, right? On the Telegram, on WhatsApp. So now take personal responsibility, okay? And attend some of those. Sometimes I do some short videos, show how to swap coin or go to from one wallet to another. I post some of them. And there's a video I even did today. And I posted a video, I think virtually everywhere on our general group. Yeah. So if you go to yes, let me check. Yes, there's a video I did today, and I call it deck swapping navigation. It's there on our Telegram. And if anyone had gone through that video, you have questions raised to have been answered. Now, that's another thing I will have to beg everybody. You see, this 2025, let's take personal responsibility, okay? Because one of the things is this, what we are looking for, there's so much money, all right? There's so much money to be made, okay? There's so much money to be made. But first thing first, so first thing first is the fact that money you make, right, without wrapping the right knowledge, you may not sustain it. And that's what normally happens in crypto. A lot of us, you can come in today into crypto and you have not learned anything and you start making money. And complacency set in for most people not to pay attention to learning. I'm speaking from experience. And even when you tell them, hey, go and enroll in basic class, go and enroll, some say, the money I will have used to enroll in those classes, I will have bought plenty coins now. So why will I enroll in all of those classes they are saying? I will have made a lot of money instead of enrolling in a class. Are you getting it now? So let me not enroll in any class. Let me just make money. Now, the truth is that you may make the money, but you may not sustain the money. Okay, so that's one thing I want us to pay attention to. When we ask you to go and learn, it is important. Second place to even learn, not even first place to even learn, on YouTube. The only difference is that on YouTube, if you go on YouTube, you may not be guided because there are questions you want to ask. Who will you ask? So you just be learning, right? And then if you go to my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is not popular because it's not monetized, it's not garnished. And so I'm not using my YouTube channel for, maybe if it's still going to be monetized, I can't say. But my YouTube channel is not tools that where you get hypes. No, 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 no. It's just for training purpose. I do video, it's posted there. And so the people who expected to even be going there much, people on private mentorship, quite unfortunately, many would not even go there. Now, I have few people who they have downloaded virtually all the videos on my YouTube channel and learning. And some person still tell me, sir, I can't pay for your course. As it's but you said you have downloaded all the videos and store it on 1 terabyte hard drive. That's a lot of money you spend, man. You do know how much data you burn to do all of those things? And so it's still personal. So what am I saying in nutshell? Please, this space, right? You can start with no money or little money or average money, right? And you can now start your schooling without enrolling in any class, but paying attention to vital information. And then you can arrive at somewhere. Now I can tell you. And that's what I've told people. I said, you can come into crypto with so much money and you come out with no money. And you can come into crypto with no money and you can come out with so much money. Now, the difference is your attention, your mind. You make up your mind first. Okay? So, few of those coins I've mentioned, and I've told you like the market, and now somebody's asking, okay, as a market come down, some coins you will buy will retrace. So understand that, okay? If Bitcoin come down, some market you bought will retrace. If Bitcoin extraordinarily pumped, some coin you bought will even go down a little or be stagnant. Those are the disadvantages of Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, if you misbehave and just pump uncontrollably, it will still affect your coin you are buying or holding negatively. But after a while, those coins will do a meetup. They will run to meet up, right? The market move or market movement rather. So those are the things you need to understand. When it has to do with Bitcoin, I am not interested in Bitcoin, right? Especially if you are a new person. What do you want to do with Bitcoin? How much money do you have? Jikwego. So now, so that's the thing is this. So most persons say, I need to buy this. I say you don't need to buy it. Bitcoin is expensive for you right now, right? It's very expensive for you right now, but you go to other coins, and when you have made those money and you are storing in the USDT, when Bitcoin crash, you buy it. That's the thing. Okay. So I've just given us some of those coins that you can buy. Now, lastly, like I've said, we have entered 2025. Okay. We have entered 2025. So if we're in 2025, you need to set out your strategy. All right. You need to set out your strategy so that you can maximize the market. I've often said this, and I point out 3 major areas to participate in the market. First is investing. All right. Investing can be very, very tempting. That's the truth. It requires discipline. You must be highly disciplined to be able to be an investor. And of course, with the situation of economy in our country, in Nigeria especially, now most persons, when you are telling them about investing, they will ask you that I've not even paid daily commitment or my school fees, children's school fees and house rent and all the like, and you were telling me that has come and invest. Nevertheless, investment is a must done by everyone. It's a compulsory, it's a core course, not like the way we go to university. It's a core course. So if it's a university course, you see investing is a core course. It's a must. If you don't, you will struggle. That's the truth. So the first segment, now look at an example. I always like to, because sometimes I remember when I was telling some persons about portfolio, and what they kept telling me, sir, it's difficult for us that don't have enough money to build portfolio. Are you getting it now? They say, sir, it's difficult for those of us who don't have enough money to build portfolio. And I say it's not true. And I have been proving it time without number. Anyone who don't have enough money, have enough patience. That's the truth. Now, let me use an example. Investing in cryptocurrency, first is buy and hold. The same thing in stock. Investing in stock is buy and hold. I think I did that summary on one of powerful man, who, if I tell you the profile of this man, that's why I always tell us, if you're in our group, just respect yourself, because we have all type of persons on that group. So, and we are not there to brag what we are. We are there to, injury to one, injury to all, to rub things, to rub mind together, leverage on one another, and then be able to achieve something greater. And I will say this again, that please, no matter what God has given to you, instead of bragging with it or to intimidate others, relax. And the way we are going, I've said it time without number. I said, a time is going to come if you have 100 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, you won't be free to say it openly. Why? It was still easy when Bitcoin was $10,000, $5,000. I remember I won't do those things I used to do those days now. It's not possible. Example, I always make announcement, everybody project 1 to 10 Bitcoin in a year. So some accumulate up to 5, some accumulate only 1, some accumulate 10, some did 20. Now, I will now call everybody together, show me your portfolio. How many do you have? This one say I have 2, this one 3, 4, 5. Now, imagine when Bitcoin is $1 million, and I call people together and asking them how many Bitcoin, and somebody say I have 10, and somebody who is there does not have even 0.001 Satoshi, and he says he's having 10, and you know that one Bitcoin is 1 million, that's $10 million. One of the things it will attract to you is that people will now look at you and say, this guy have too much money now, so let us give him our problem. Are you getting it now? So nobody have time to start bragging about how much you have. Now, what I want to show to you is that it's going to surprise you. Yeah, you may say it's a long time. This token you are seeing here, this money you are seeing here, yeah, this $478, let me tell you the history of it. This $478, right? See it. Because some of you say, I can't build portfolio. What was used in buying this, but it was still a waste because of the knowledge you have. Somebody have to do research to discover how much we use. In fiat, that is in dollar, what we use in buying this 60-something, where is it? I'm sorry. Let me come here. This 64.441, what was used in buying it was $10. But then, that $10, we need to use Solana to buy it. The Solana volume we used in buying it was 5 Solana. Are you hearing me now? Now, $8, $10 was used in buying these 64 pieces. And the Solana used in buying it was 5. Right now, so 5 Solana, but we use $10. Because of fear, these are the things that make some of us still being poor now. Thank God for those of you who enroll for the class that we are starting tomorrow by 11 a.m. I think so. So tomorrow, 5 days, physical, practical, one-on-one mentorship with Felix. And it's going to be in our office from Monday till Friday is going to be in-depth strategy. Well, and funny enough, we are starting with portfolio. Now look at it, and I'm teaching you a little part of portfolio right now. When we bought this coin, it was $10 that was used in buying it. So now we may not feel any pain. Even with Nigerian exchange rate that time, maybe exchange rate was $500 or $700. Let's say $500. So if it was 500, because about 2 years now, so if it's about $5, if it's about 500, or let's say 600 naira to a dollar, and we use $10 to buy it. Now, so that is to say, the naira value, the naira we use in buying it that time, yeah? So that means if it's 600 naira to a dollar multiplied by 10, that means we use 6,000 naira to purchase it. Now, but take note, that is not much, right? And what we did was that we locked the same token in what we call staking. That's the second segment of investing in crypto. That's the second segment of investing. Okay? So now, okay? So now, 2 point, okay. Yes, okay. So we use $10 to buy it. Okay? So now, in doing that, so about $10, or okay, we used $2.6, 2.6 Solana, something like that. Now, so if it's 2.6 Solana, right, we use in buying it. Something of that range, or I can't really recall. Or unless I check order of my account. Now, so if it was 2.6 Solana that was used in buying it that time, now how much is 1 Solana right now? Okay? How much is 1 Solana right now? 1 Solana is about $213 or $214. So you are now saying 2.6 Solana, all right, multiplied by $214. That is $556. So that means if it were the Solana we kept, it would have been $556 right now. But it was on this token. Funny enough, what was here was a fragment, and that's why in Plan B we have a culture. We don't sell all coins. Now, I'm sure this wallet was forgotten. It was forgotten because we're doing a program on Radium as a protocol. And then we're mandated. I remember the volume of Radium I bought that time was about $500 worth of Radium. And I sent it to another wallet. And then Remna was there. So when we're trying to do other things, we discovered that, okay, something was here. But in this cost, look at it. $10 was what this word was. And it was staked. And the staking, when we now saw it, the staking reward alone, we have vested it. And when the market move up, the one we have vested gave us $100. It was $86. As the price of Radium went up, it gave us $100. And I divided that $100 into two, half to USDC and half to the Radium. And that was why I came here and to do what we call all right? Concentrated farming. And that concentrated farming was $100. Take note. And that $100 was what you are seeing here, position. So that means the offshoot of this $10 history, the accrual reward was what we gathered together and gave us $100, and we stake it. Having staked it, so far, it has made about $2.56. Now, if you click on this, you see that half is Ray, which is 0.22 Ray. And that's 1.36 and $1.3192. And half is in USDC, which is 1.24 USDC. That's what gives this. Now, the base itself, the position itself, it has grown now, it's now $107. So if it's $107, that's what makes this total. So the genesis of this $478 was $10. Now, I'm not saying this, we call it investment. Real investment, short-term investment is 1 year, average of 1 year. That's short-term. Medium-term investment is average of 5 years. Go and ask. Average of 5 years. And I said this is just about 2 years. If it's just about 2 years, it's not yet a medium term. So it is when it's up to 5 years that we are going to arrive at medium term. And yet, $10 are giving up to $478. There are chances that this $10 investment in 5 years can grow to as high as $1,000 or $2,000. But the genesis was $10. This one is slow because there are so many kind of investment buying coin mistake that will have $10 will have given. At least we have bought coin. Shiba Inu, somebody with $20 made $80,000. So, but you know that it's not normal, right? Now, still coming back here, you can still see some of those coins that are here. They are still part of investment. This is 200 and something. This is 478. If you put the two together, you are going to have about 600 plus, almost $700. Now, this is how one segment of investment, you buy to hold, you buy to farm and stake. And that's why if you go to our platform, I segmented 3 portions. First portion is buy to hold, is investing. And one of the first investments platform we have there, that is a staking platform, is called PAYNET ecosystem. If you are listening to me on this call and you don't have what is called FMC Pay, go to our group, register with the link we provided there. Is added. The link is together with PAYNET AFF24. Register, download the app, verify your account, do your KYC, and do your Google Authenticator. They will give you some airdrop of FMC Pay token free. We don't know how much the token is going to get to, but just do what I say. Right? Just do what I say, because a lot are going to happen. And many of you will probably say, I didn't know. Nobody told me. And all of these things. What I'm just sharing with you right now is crazy. That's how people get free money that becomes something major for them eventually. Are you following me now? So you are going to go to our group, right? And check the, all right? And check the link there. It's called FMC Pay, all right? And then register is free. Verify your account, okay? Register and verify your account. And after verifying your account, then do your, so that's Google Authenticator and all of that. You'll be given some free FMC Pay token. You heard me right? Free. Now, I'm not forcing you to invest just to have it. There are so many free money we have gotten. If you are on our community, even those are not too active in airdrop, okay? So FMC Pay. Now, this is a part of the thing we tell people. I was given this token when I became part of PAYNET ecosystem in 2022. So by May this year, I'll be 3 years on that ecosystem, right? And I was given free 200,000 pieces of the token. Free, you heard me right? Free 200,000 of this token. Now, God, it's crazy, right? Imagine February last year, now 2024, this token was still carrying 3 zeros, 0.00030 zeros. Now it's carrying 2 zeros. Who knows what will happen? And look at when the jumping even started. It was this late last year. On the, all right. Okay, yeah, I think yeah, okay. So on the 5th, yeah, I think it was on the 5th of December that something crazy like that start happening around this token. Now, what I'm just showing to us is this, very simple, is that, yes, I think this December, beginning of this December, last year, December, that these crazy things start happening. Now, so investing is buy, hold, stake, farm. So we have segment of PAYNET ecosystem, FMC Pay, and then we have aspect of this Radium I just showed to you, and we have aspect of Wigo Swap. We have a lot. Then we have Aerodrome. I've shared it with people before. Aerodrome. Okay, it's another crazy stuff. And one of the lovely things about this Aerodrome is that it's one of the first segment that gave a big limelight to Coinbase protocol. Oh my God. So even if you don't know what to do, maybe you can go to buy the coin called Aero and keep in your wallet. You heard me right? Yes, Aero. ERRO. Not Aero Contractor. Aero Coin. Yeah. Now, funny enough, I have some friends who bought it early when it was still nothing. And those people now, no matter this coin have done all time about $2 plus, right? Now, those people now, can I tell you, they are in excess money. It has done all time about $2.3. But look at 1 year ago, exactly October 2023. It was carrying how many zero? 1, 2, 3, 4. So people who got it at that time are still seated on 1, 2, 3, 7.9 million percent. You heard me right. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. 7.9 million percent. The capital what now diluted what is 2 billion. All right. So that's one of the first things you need to understand. Then the fourth segment of investing is I use you trading both as an investment segment. You want to know how I actually turn my you trading boat to investment segment? Well, maybe you need to get on board. If you get on board on you trading boat, I will explain to you how I actually turn into investment vehicle. Because what do I call investment ordinarily? Something that I just supervise, I'm not too active on it and all of that. I'm not of the automated. No, I got a lot of settings that give me fantastic activities to make my boat to be running like an investment. What I supervise maybe once in a week or once in a month and all of that. There's some boats I have set now for the past 60 days. I've not changed them. They are still the way they are, and they are making money every day. So those are the things you need to understand. So that's how I have set around that. Then we have trading. Now listen, I have a good news for all of you. If you're a Forex trader, the good news I have for you is that I don't think you need to escape registering on MDC Akas X. Why? They're even doing promo. 1 year promo subscription is $999 instead of $1,500. That's one. Two, if you want to just do monthly, it's $150, but you are giving free money to trade. It's the prop firm. Most of you have done prop firm. This is a prop firm with unique strategy. Why do I call it unique strategy? Don't worry, I'm going to do a video separately to explain Akas X, and then you cannot afford to miss it. Because one, you have access to training, you have access to tools, you have access to a platform and support system. And so it's like teaching you how to trade and yet give you money to trade. So if you do $99 yearly subscription, you're going to have access to $200,000 for trading. Okay, you know what PropFirm, how it works. Now, most of us, if you register on PropFirm, you go and learn how to trade. You'll know that, right? And that's why most of you blow your account over and over again. Yet, you still don't give up. But this one, you are guided, you are put through. Even if you have not traded Forex before, they have what they call tap to trade. Just to tap and accept a trade, right? You have trade alert and so many support systems. Okay, so that's on the trading for Forex. Then trading for synthetics, we're using a platform called WebTrade. Yes, synthetic trading. So you can ask us on the group to register with all of those things I've just mentioned. Then you trading both for future trading. It's powerful for me. That's crazy and amazing. And then manual trading on future, I use CoinW. Yeah, most of you but I've not heard about CoinW, but it's amazing because it has a good internal rebate system. Even for my own transaction fee, I'm still being paid part of it as a kind of rebate. All right. Then you have all of those things. Then the crazy part that I love and I'm going to face for the next one is the low gem meme coin trading. I call it pump hunting. I'm going to be hunting for low gems. So if you are not on our low gem group, if you are not on private mentorship, well, I think you need to take advantage of all of those things we have there. Then we now have affiliate system. You can run affiliate on all of those things we have mentioned. So ladies and gentlemen, you are struggling on how to go about all of this. Maybe there's a need for you to humble yourself enough and go and enroll in basic class or at least simple market entry and exit strategy so that you can know what to do. Information will be deployed, but if you don't know how to maximize them, it will be like you're in the water and then your eye is full of soap. It's not going to be good at all because there's so much money to be made in this space. So ladies and gentlemen, Plan B Express, together we rise. I know a lot of you have been doing a whole lot of things, but I think I want to crave your indulgence and I beg to many of us, let this 2023 be a year of difference because many of you will remember that so many Ponzi scheme have dealt with us. That's the truth. So many Ponzi scheme. Okay, somebody say, you said something about a course or training beginning this week. Is it this for everyone or for specific people? Okay, Mr. John, this training have been announced over and over, unless if you are not on our group, both on WhatsApp and Telegram, perhaps that's why you're not aware. For our training, for our basic class, intermediate, market entry and exit strategy, you don't need to wait for any season. You pay for your enrollment and you are given access via your email, and then you have access to your training. After your training, I just do a review with you, and that's all. So you don't need to wait for any season. Before, those people who are in Port Harcourt, we have season, that one is still running, and so we have people in charge of that. You want to, but this physical training I'm having tomorrow, Monday till Friday, it's a one-on-one mentorship, and I think it's more advanced for people who already know basics, and it's free for everyone that our private mentorship group. And those people who are billed with me, I think they will pay, is it $500 or something? And then those people who are on light portfolio will pay $1,000 or something. Then those people who are not anywhere, you are not on private mentorship, you are not on bill with me and all of that, the cost of the training is $1,500. And then after the training, there's some support system we want to offer for people who attended. But practically speaking, for people on private mentorship, it's free for them. So after the physical training, from 20th to 24th of this same month, we're going to be running the online. For people who want to join, they can join wherever you are, you subscribe and join. Now, why we are doing that is actually not for people who want to come and pay. We're actually doing this practically for our private mentorship group. Okay? So it's for private mentorship group. So it's just a privilege that was let out for others who are not on the group there. Okay? So that's just the basic thing that you will have. Now, for those of you who have not traded Forex at all, trust me, if you subscribe for MDC Akas S platform, is going to worth it. And I have made this way. I said, once you subscribe, I would love you to not to trade for the first 1 month, but just face the training and information available on your app. Trust me, after 1 month, you will tell yourself and go for Thanksgiving and tell your Father in heaven, say, God, I thank you for not making me to miss this opportunity. Now, please take note. The promo in Akas X platform is expiring on the 15th of this month, January 2025, right? January 2025 is when the promo is expiring. Okay, so that's what it is. All right, so go and do the needful, the money, the market will give you if you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, the market will collect from you. I think the market know how to fulfill scripture. When they say we will take from those that don't, we will give down to those who have, and they will have more abundant. And even those that do not have will take the one they have and give to those who have more than enough. He said that's wickedness. Well, that's not. You know, that parable is this. People who have no knowledge or little knowledge don't even want more. People who have more enough, which we can call enough or more than enough, they are crazy more, striving to get more, all right? But the people who don't have, complacency set in easily for them. They say, I beg, this one don't do, according to my people. So this one don't do me. Waiting at the look for again, right? That's why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, right? And so the rich maximize information, opportunity, and then, but, all right, when we mean the poor, we don't use, it's not to undermine anybody, but it's our behavior that actually classify us to be the poor or the rich as it were. Okay? Now, I told many of our friends, I say, hi, Felix, I'm a live student when it has to do with cryptocurrency, financial market in general. I'm a live student. I don't stop learning. I'm still learning every day by day. So I can't stop learning. When you stop learning, that means you start dying. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think a word is enough for a while. As you can see today is so elaborate. And so please go back home, do those needful, and pay attention to what works. And somebody want to ask me, hey, Felix, so all these things you have mentioned, are they not too many for me? Start from where you are. The good things is that anytime you wake up is actually your good morning. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy your night. And once again, happy New Year. Bye for now. Thank you.